What's up, YouTube? How is everybody doing today? I never really do sequels on YungBartTV, but I was just looking at my views and I noticed that my video for how to become a sous chef is doing really good. And now that I'm executive chef, I figure I'll teach y'all how to be an executive chef now that I've moved up. And shouts out to my bro, Chef Sean. I'm rocking his Chef Torres merch today. I rocked it in that video and I'm bringing it back. So I'm about to give y'all the steps on how to become an executive chef in modern day times, and actually support my bro too. You see, he got a business card too. So y'all know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with all your peers, and of course, ring that bell.
What, beep.
This is the most important. You absolutely have to separate your personal life okay, y'all. So I think this is going to be step one. Step one, you absolutely have to separate your personal life from work life. Meaning that if you take a job as executive chef, you have to accept that there's going to be maybe 5, 6, maybe even 7 days out of the week you have to be at work. This ain't one of them jobs where you can just pick it up and put it down and somebody cover for you. No, your personal life and work life, they can't meet each other. Me, this is perfect for me. I ain't got no kids or nothing or no credit responsibility, so I can be at work all the time. And I only work 5 days a week, so this was perfect for me. And I couldn't be more happier that 10 years in my chef career, I got to become executive chef. So that's step one for you. You have to separate your personal life from your work life. Because if you don't, they're probably not going to hire you, bro. Okay, bro, so step 2, building a good relationship with your boss slash mentor slash executive chef. In other words, take notes, bro. A year ago, I was just a sous chef and I was ready to walk away from this industry and be an actor, bro. But see, I was learning indirectly from my boss because I didn't know that he was going to eventually leave the job and, it was all going to fall back on me. That's not exactly what happened, but it's a good thing I took notes and I paid attention, because eventually when I did get that interview for moving up to executive chef, some of the questions they was asking me, I was already ready for. Stuff like, are you able to maintain high volume? Are you able to cook, on days, maybe during the weekend? Are you able to really just, they were asking me stuff that I had already knew, and it was nothing to me, so I couldn't have been happier to take on the executive chef role. And I learned a lot from my chef, so shouts out to all y'all that have trained me, because I can honestly say in these 10 years of me cooking, I've learned a lot. So if you most recently worked for me, thank you, because I appreciate it. I learned how to do the truck, I learned how to do inventory, all by working under a chef. So eventually when I became executive chef, all this stuff became easy to me. So, definitely get cool with your boss and ask them questions, because one day, they might have an emergency and you be in charge, and because you did that one thing, you might get a new position, or, you might move up the ladder. Like, definitely, it's okay to go above and beyond. In other words, ask questions, go above and beyond. And that is step 3. I'm sorry, step 2. Step 2, step 3, one of them. Alright, y'all, so step 3. This one is very important. You see what that say? Serve, say certification. You gotta be Serve, say certified. A good little fact for y'all, I got Serve, say certified in 2019, and these things are good for 5 years. So in 5 years later, I needed to test again, and I passed this test. But I ain't gonna lie, it's not just something you renew. You have to actually know the stuff and know the questions, and I think there's 90 questions, and I believe you can't get below a 70 or something. But definitely you gotta be Serve Safe certified if you're ready to be an executive chef. Because if you don't have this, they're not gonna take you serious as a chef, because how are you an executive chef with no Serve Safe certification? Basically what they're saying is that you can serve food safely. So to any of y'all out there that are ready for the Serve Safe test, I recommend that you get the book and then you also watch a few YouTube videos, because that's how I learned. Because in the 5 years that I've been since I took the test, some of the stuff was difficult for me, but like once I read that book, I realized like this book is gonna help me, because some of the terms that they throw in there, it's muscle memory. If you don't read the book, you're probably not going to pass that test, and you probably won't be an executive chef. So step 3, make sure you are serve safe certified. Step 4, this one is pretty interesting for me. You'll see why I say that in a minute. So you always have to have a game plan, a backup plan, and definitely an escape plan. So what does that mean exactly? So for your shift plan, you know, accidents are gonna happen. One day your walk-in cooler might go out, or one day your freezer isn't cooling, you know, freezing properly. So what are you gonna do? Well, that's when you have a backup plan. You know, figure out if you can make something that's from the dry storage that can still serve your crew. Regardless, the food must go out, and so have a backup plan and an escape. Have a backup plan and a main plan, and of course an escape plan. Now the reason why I say have an escape plan is because, you know, let's say you get burned out from this job and you don't want to do it anymore. Well, make sure you have looked for another job. Make sure you have another source of income, because definitely the way this world is looking right now, you can't just live off one source of income. Have an escape plan just in case something happens. You know, one day you might just say, I don't want to do this anymore, and you know, you let your anger get the best of you, and now you don't have another job or something. Don't do that. Have a backup plan and an escape plan. Because me, I already got my escape plan, but you know, it's not time for that yet. But when it is time for it, y'all would know, trust me. So that is step 4 for being an executive. So this is the final step for how to become an executive chef in modern day times. Number 5, once and for all, is, you see how this says closing checklist? Well, the job must get done. So, you know, if you know you can't handle pressure, if you know that, you know, you are a person full of excuses, but I'm sorry to tell you, being an executive chef is not for you, because you must get the job done. Whether you're having a bad day, you know, you sign that contract stating that you're going to be an executive chef, whether you're working for a resort, a school, or whatever, but you have to absolutely get the job done regardless. So if you know you can't get the job done, then you're not gonna make it to step 5, and they're probably gonna go with someone else. But a little bonus fact I want to give y'all for this last little tip for executive chefs out there. Your people skills matters the most in this industry. We are literally just here to serve food and maybe build a team and wash dishes. So there's no reason for you to be an asshole. We're not in Gordon Ramsay times no more. We are not in the times where we belittle people in the kitchen anymore. We throw frying pans no more. Like, those days are long gone, bro. I'm a new school chef, and I've seen that, and I've also seen gentle chefs. My favorite chefs are the most gentle and helpful chefs. I mean, you know, they can be loud and aggressive, but they're not assholes. And unfortunately, a lot of the executive chefs I worked for, they were assholes, and you know, they aren't exactly around anymore. But I've learned you don't have to be an asshole just to get your crew to understand, because at the end of the day, it doesn't cost a dime to be nice in this world. So that's my final little tip I'm gonna give y'all for being an executive chef. You don't have to be an asshole. Be nice. Seriously. I mean, you don't have to be an asshole to make it in this industry. But I do have to get back to work, y'all. Shouts out again to my bro Chef Sean, King Chef Torres, y'all. I'll link his merch in the description and his YouTube channel, so y'all subscribe to him. And definitely, if you are watching this video, I hope you do become executive chef. I've been in it for 5, going on 6 months now, and I love it. Definitely, I want to do this for as long as I can, but I'm also an actor too, so you see where my head is really at. I love the food industry, but I'm also ready to hang this apron up once and for all. So that's all for today's vlog. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and share my channel with all your peers. It's been another episode of YungBartTV.
YungBartTV.